Daz Studio supports a feature that a lot of other programs support when it comes to subdivision models, or SubD models as we often call them. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now in Daz Studio, if you create a cube, for instance, and you convert it to a SubD object, it becomes a sphere. Now, if you go in edge mode or in vertex mode, you can actually adjust how the mesh deforms while it's being subdivided. You can see that normally you're in the grouping tab by default in the tool settings, but if you switch to details, then you can see it says SubD weight under the edge and vertex mode. All right, so I'll go ahead and show the edge first because it makes a little more sense to me, this resolution of mesh at least. So we'll go ahead and select these 4 top edges. So this is, if it's not subdivided, that's what I'm selecting, these top edges here. And I can select them in here in the details tab and right click and say set selected weight. I'm going to set that to 10. Now 10 is the maximum number that you can subdivide to in Daz Studio. So think of setting something as 10 in here as basically saying, no, I always want this to be a hard edge. The way this works is it is going to keep the selected edge or the vertex, depending on which mode you're in. It's going to keep that rigid until it hits the value that you set. So let's drop this down a little bit. We'll put this down to 2. Okay. And we'll drop our SubD level down to 0. And you can see you've got the top edge there. And we go to 1. It's not moving other than that it's getting extra resolution. You go to 2 and it's still not moving. It's just getting more resolution. But when we go to 3, it's going to start shrinking. It's smoothing now, right? And you can see that as you go farther and farther through your SubD levels, that mesh is smoothing more. So again, you're just setting up to what SubD level you want these edges or verts to be hard edged. And then it starts smoothing after that. So it's kind of cool. It gives you an opportunity to make things super rigid with a lot less resolution and gives you a little more control. And then it's just a matter of finding what value works for you. Now you have vertex mode as well, and I'll just go ahead and select a couple of verts and I'll set those. You can see you can get some pretty crazy results by combining the edge weighting and the vertex weighting, or you can remove all the edge weighting and just use the vertex weighting and get very different results. So it's worth checking out, experimenting with. Sometimes you do need to add resolution to give you more control over your SubD mesh, but sometimes you can get away with using edge or vertex weighting on the SubD mesh to give you that control. So check it out, take it for a spin, and I hope it works out well for you.